Why is France burning with riots and strikes while Germany's factories are closing and economy is shrinking? Are these the two countries that built the European Union now simultaneously collapsing? What if I told you France has highest protest rate in developed world with over 15,000 demonstrations annually, while Germany lost 20% of industrial production since 2017? And why does France's pension crisis trigger nationwide riots while Germany's energy crisis from losing Russian gas destroys manufacturing base? Stick around because what you're about to discover about France and Germany reveals how the European Union's core is falling apart, and why the Franco-German axis that held Europe together for 70 years is breaking down with France choosing social chaos over reform and Germany choosing deindustrialization over energy independence. 1. The Tale of Two Crises. Imagine you're standing at the French-German border in Strasbourg in 2024, watching two neighbors in completely different crises. Turn left into France, you see burning cars, riot police, tear gas, millions of workers on strike protesting Macron's pension reform, raising retirement age from 62 to 64. Streets are blocked, trains don't run, garbage piles up uncollected. France is ungovernable. Any reform triggers nationwide shutdown. Turn right into Germany, you see empty factory floors, closed production lines, workers being laid off, industrial heartland dying. BASF, chemical giant, moving production to China. Volkswagen closing plants for first time in history. Steel mills shutting down, unable to afford energy costs. Germany is deindustrializing, manufacturing base built over century disappearing in 2 years. In this video, we're exploring why France burns with over 15,000. If you know someone living in France or Germany or wondering why Europe is falling behind, share this video and subscribe. The French crisis is social and political paralysis. Emmanuel Macron's government tried reforming pension system, raising retirement age from 62 to 64 to prevent bankruptcy. France spends 14% of GDP on pensions, highest in OECD. System is unsustainable. But French people revolted, 3 million protesters in streets, strikes shutting down country for months. Macron forced reform through without parliament vote using constitutional power. Unions called unlimited strikes. Riots destroyed property, burned cars, attacked police. Macron won legislative battle but lost political war. France is unreformable. Any attempt to reduce benefits triggers revolution. Subscribe now and drop which country you think is in worse crisis in the comments, because France and Germany show two different paths to decline. The German crisis is economic and structural. Deindustrialization. Germany built prosperity on cheap Russian gas and export-driven manufacturing. Then Russia invaded Ukraine, gas stopped flowing, energy prices exploded. German industry depends on cheap energy. Chemicals, plastics, steel all require massive energy inputs. When gas prices increased 10 times, German industry became uncompetitive globally. Companies are relocating production to United States, where energy is cheaper, or China, where costs are lower. Germany is losing its industrial base, the foundation of entire economic model. Without manufacturing, Germany becomes just another service economy without unique advantage. The political systems create different vulnerabilities. France is democracy, where street protests have veto power over elected government. Any unpopular reform triggers nationwide strikes and riots until government backs down. This makes France ungovernable. Reforms that every economist agrees are necessary cannot be implemented because people will riot. Germany is democracy where consensus is required. Coalition governments must satisfy multiple parties. This makes Germany slow to react. When crisis hits, takes months to form coalition and agree on response. By time Germany decides what to do, crisis has worsened. The social contracts are breaking. France promised generous welfare state, early retirement, job security in exchange for high taxes and regulations. But demographics and globalization make this unsustainable. Government tried adjusting contract, people said no, we want what was promised. Germany promised industrial jobs, export success, rising living standards in exchange for wage restraint and flexibility. But energy crisis and Chinese competition make this impossible. Workers accepted lower wages believing manufacturing jobs were secure. Now jobs are disappearing anyway. So after examining France burning with 3 million protesters refusing pension reform, while Germany deindustrializes, losing 20% of industrial production, are these two different crises or two symptoms of same European decline? 2. France's ungovernable protests. France has protest culture unlike anywhere else in developed world. Over 15,000 demonstrations annually, more than one per hour somewhere in France. Unions are powerful, can shut down entire sectors with strikes. Yellow Vest movement in 2018 started over fuel tax, became nationwide anti-government rebellion lasting months. Pension protests in 2023 brought 3 million to streets repeatedly. French people see protests and strikes as legitimate democratic participation, not disruption. The retirement age battle reveals fundamental problem. France has retirement age of 62, lowest in Europe. Life expectancy is 83 years. People spend 21 years in retirement. Pension spending is 14% of GDP, unsustainable as population ages. Ratio of workers to retirees is declining, currently 1.7 workers per retiree, heading toward 1.2 by 2050. Mathematics don't work. System will bankrupt government. Every expert agrees retirement age must increase or benefits must decrease, but French people refuse both options. Imagine you're a French worker, age 58 in Paris in 2023. You've worked since age 20, 40 years of contributions. Government promised you could retire at 62 with 75% of salary. Now Macron wants to make you work until 64. You feel cheated, government is breaking promise. You join protests, strike with your union, block streets. Millions of others do same. Country shuts down for weeks. You don't care about government budget or demographics. You care about promise made to you. This is why France cannot reform. The economic cost of unreformability is enormous. France has public debt of 110% GDP, 3 trillion euros. Deficit is 5% annually, adding more debt every year. Credit rating agencies threaten downgrades. But any attempt to reduce spending or increase retirement age triggers riots. France is trapped, cannot reduce debt because cannot reform because people will riot. This is unsustainable, but also unchangeable. France is ungovernable. 3. Germany's deindustrialization collapse. Germany's economic model is manufacturing exports powered by cheap energy. For decades this worked brilliantly. Germany became Europe's industrial powerhouse, exporting cars, chemicals, machinery worldwide. Model required two things: cheap Russian gas and global markets buying German products. Both are now breaking down. Russia cut gas supply after Ukraine invasion, energy costs exploded. China is now competitor, not customer. Chinese companies make products Germany used to export. German economic miracle is ending. The energy crisis is catastrophic for industry. Germany imported 55% of gas from Russia before war, cheapest source in Europe. When Russia cut supply, Germany had to buy liquefied natural gas at much higher prices. Industrial gas prices increased from 20 euros per megawatt hour to over 200 euros in 2022. Energy-intensive industries like chemicals, steel, glass became uncompetitive overnight. BASF, chemical giant, Germany's largest company, announced moving production to China, where energy is cheaper. Verbund steel reduced production. Entire sectors are shutting down or relocating. Imagine you're a German chemical plant manager in Ludwigshafen in 2023. Your plant requires massive natural gas for chemical reactions. Before Ukraine war, gas cost your company 2 million euros monthly, now costs 20 million monthly for same production. Your Chinese competitors pay fraction of this. You cannot pass cost to customers because they'll buy from China. Your choices are close German plant or move production to China or United States. Company chooses relocation, your plant will close, 3,000 workers laid off. This is happening across German industry. The car industry faces existential crisis. Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes built empires on internal combustion engines. Now world is transitioning to electric vehicles where China leads. German automakers are behind in EV technology and battery production. China's BYD produces better, cheaper EVs than Volkswagen. German car exports to China are falling as Chinese prefer domestic brands. Volkswagen announced first factory closures in Germany in company's 87-year history. 4. The European Union core collapse. France and Germany are European Union's founding members and dominant powers. Franco-German axis has driven European integration since 1950s. When France and Germany agree, Europe moves forward. When they disagree, Europe stalls. Treaty of Rome, Maastricht Treaty, Euro currency, all required Franco-German cooperation, but now both are in crisis simultaneously for opposite reasons. France is ungovernable. Germany is deindustrializing. EU's engine is breaking down. The contrasting crises create policy conflicts. France wants EU spending to subsidize struggling industries and welfare states. Germany wants fiscal discipline and rules enforcement. France wants EU to protect against Chinese competition. Germany needs Chinese market for exports. France wants energy subsidies. Germany wants market solutions. France and Germany cannot agree on European response because their crises pull in opposite directions. EU is paralyzed. The migration issue divides further. France has large immigrant population, faces integration challenges. Political right is rising on anti-immigration platform. Germany has skilled worker shortage due to aging population, needs immigration. France wants stricter borders. Germany wants more workers. EU cannot have common migration policy when largest members want opposite things. This divides Europe geographically between East wanting closed borders and West split. The Ukraine war exposed dependencies. Germany's Russian gas dependence proved disastrous, destroyed industrial competitiveness, showed danger of relying on authoritarian regimes. France's nuclear energy independence looks wiser in retrospect. But France's military spending was too low, depends on NATO and US protection. Germany is increasing defense spending belatedly. France already had capability. War showed both countries had critical vulnerabilities, different ones. The demographic decline affects both. France has fertility rate of 1.8, highest in Europe but still below replacement. Germany has 1.5, among lowest. Both populations are aging, worker to retiree ratios declining. This makes welfare states unsustainable and creates labor shortages. France cannot reform pensions because of politics. Germany cannot fill jobs because of demographics. Both face demographic crisis, respond differently, but neither successfully. The scenarios ahead are grim. Scenario 1, muddle through. France continues protests and strikes but doesn't explode. Germany continues deindustrializing but doesn't collapse. Both decline relative to US and China, but maintain living standards. EU survives in weakened form, most likely but uninspiring. Scenario 2, political breakdown. France elects far-right or far-left government that tries to leave EU or refuses fiscal rules. Germany has recession and political backlash. Franco-German axis breaks, EU fragments. Low probability but catastrophic if occurs. Scenario 3, reform miracle. France implements pension reform and labor market flexibility, becomes competitive. Germany invests in energy transition and new industries, rebuilds competitiveness. Both revive, EU strengthens. Very low probability given political realities, but theoretically possible. Scenario 4, crisis forced reform, economic catastrophe, debt crisis, or war forces. France and Germany to make hard choices they wouldn't make otherwise. Reforms happen, but only after suffering. Medium probability, the global competition is intensifying. United States is reindustrializing through Inflation Reduction Act and CHIPS Act, attracting investment from Europe. China is moving up value chain, competing in advanced manufacturing and technology. Europe is squeezed between US technological edge and Chinese cost advantage. France and Germany are both losing ground in global competition. EU risks becoming museum, wealthy in history and culture but irrelevant in future. Economy, the youth emigration may accelerate. Talented young Europeans increasingly move to US for higher salaries and opportunities or to Asia for growth. Brain drain is starting. If EU cannot offer competitive careers, young people will leave. France has riots but no opportunities. Germany has opportunities but declining industries. Neither is attractive to ambitious youth. Europe's future is older and poorer if cannot keep young talent. Bottom line, France burning with 3 million protesters, refusing to raise retirement age from 62 to 64, despite unsustainable pension spending, and Germany deindustrializing with 20% industrial production loss since 2017 as energy crisis and Chinese competition destroy manufacturing base didn't happen by accident. It happened because France built generous welfare state that became politically impossible to reform even when necessary, because Germany built export model dependent on cheap Russian gas and Chinese market both now unreliable because European Union's Franco-German core that drove integration for 70 years now has both pillars weakening simultaneously. And because neither country can solve its crisis without choices, their political systems prevent them from making. For France, the question is whether democracy can function when any reform triggers shutdown, or whether ungovernable republics eventually collapse. For Germany, the question is whether deindustrialization is reversible, or whether manufacturing once lost never returns. For European Union, the question is whether Franco-German axis can survive when both are in crisis, or whether cause collapse brings down entire structure. France chose social peace over reform and got neither, just perpetual protests without solutions. Germany chose cheap Russian energy over independence and lost both, now has expensive energy and lost industry. Click the playlist to continue. Next up, Dubai's fake city showing how Burj Khalifa has no sewage system. That story continues now.